Hello and welcome to Sonic Sorcery, where we create magic with sound. I'm Stefan Key, your Sonic Sorcerer, and in this video I have something special for you. A thank you gift for 500 subscribers. And yeah, just a way of me expressing my gratitude for an amazing journey that it has been so far. I'm very grateful for all the people that have been inspired by the content and the offerings that I'm sharing. And especially I'm super grateful for the Academy members, like it's been such an amazing journey with all of you to be able to share the passion, to co-create, support each other, and all the beautiful things that have been created already, some of which you will see soon in the Academy Spotlights. Right now we're preparing special videos where you will see the progress and the work and the magic that has been created by members of the Academy, and we're super excited about that. And also just a little update on what I'm working on right now. I'm working on a special sound healing template in 432 Hertz, and also on another template about faster shamanic music, you could say, which is going to be shamanic organic house music. It's the template in 120 BPM. It's really exciting. And yeah, so I will keep you posted. But for now, let's jump into this template, which is called Planetary Tuned Meditation Music. And yeah, again, thank you so much for all the support, and thank you for creating magic together. All right, here we are now in Ableton. This is the Planetary Tuned Meditation Music template. And what this means is that those sounds are tuned to a special frequency. And this frequency is one of the planetary frequencies. And for those of you who already watched the video on planetary frequency sound healing music, you already have an idea. Not, I suggest you watch this video. I go a lot deeper into the metaphysics and the science behind the idea of those frequencies. And this template is actually tuned to the same frequency of the crown chakra that we also used in our planetary chakra healing template. So if you already have the planetary chakra healing template, you could use all those sounds as an expansion for the crown chakra. They work really well because they are recorded in the same tempo and tuned to the same frequency. And which frequency is that? We look at the website here from Planetware, and we can see it's the frequency of the Platonic year of the Earth. So basically the idea is, based on the harmony of the spheres, we can transform the orbits of the planets around the sun into a frequency that we can hear, and this is then healing because it has an atonement effect. It brings us into harmonic resonance with the divine order and the beauty of the cosmos. So the frequency of the Platonic year of the Earth results into 172.6 Hertz, which results into a tone of F. So this whole template is tuned into the key of F major, and the tuning is 433.6 Hertz, which means if you are playing along with other instruments, you have to be aware of that. If you're using, for instance, an instrument that is tuned to 440 Hertz or like a sample, then you have to detune that by 25.2 cents in order to get to the correct tuning. Otherwise it will sound dissonant, and then the whole idea of harmonic resonance will be compromised. So it's really important to maintain that tuning to get the highest alignment effect or atonement effect. So why did I choose this particular frequency? If you look at the description, here it says F is the tone of the spirit. In ancient China, it was the fundamental tone. The way the Chinese emphasized the spirit is certainly directly connected with the choice of F as a fundamental tone, with which they attached great importance, right? So it's a really, really important tone and tuning. And then if we look Further, the tone F belongs to the crown chakra. And in the Tibetan tradition, this is the point of cosmic unity with God, the center of divine inspiration and supramental intuition, right? So those are all qualities that I would, associate or intuit with the idea of meditating, like being in meditation to achieve those kind of states of divine union, of oneness, of inspiration, and getting in connection with the source within. And then clearly here it states, meditation music that is attuned to this tone can be very effective for the spiritual path and leads the way from physical and psychic regions into the spheres of spirit, right? The frequency of the Platonic year is the gate to the spiritual heaven and the connecting link to the Tao in its most pure form. And this is from Hans Cousto, who came up with those calculations about the planetary frequencies and how they're related to the chakras. So that should give you an idea why I chose this tuning and why it is called planetary tuned meditation music template. Okay, so let's explore this template a little deeper. As you can see, compared to my other templates, it's rather compact. The idea was that basically anybody can use it, and that it's also a perfect beginner tool, for people who just start out with Ableton. And by the way, also if you're not working with Ableton, there's also like a loop pack for other DAWs or other music software, so you don't need necessarily Ableton. But of course the template has some benefits because it comes with effect racks and it's already mixed and stuff like that. So if you're working with Ableton, I would suggest you download the template. And I wanted it to be like really compact, but also offer all the essentials basically for you to start jamming or performing or recording your own meditation music. So let's have a look at all those different groups here, or like channels, right? So we have the drones and pads, flute phrases, bells and kalimbas, dreamy melodies, some water sound, because it's always good to have water in the background for the emotional movement of emotional energy, nature sounds, because this is the purest harmonic resonance you can get, and some ambience and effect sounds to create transitions and make it a little bit more interesting. All right, so as I said, it's all tuned to the tone of the Platonic year of the Earth, and everything is in F major, so all those sounds are working really well together. And what we have here are the drones. So those are kind of the fundamental or grounding sounds that you can, use your journey to start with and to ground people. So this is a crystal ball hit, and all the sounds, they already processed with effects and stuff, because I wanted it really to sound kind of magical from the get-go. So you can hear like there's some reverb and some delay and all those kind of things going on already. There's another one. So those are like kind of foundational elements, more like in the lower octave. A little higher, singing crystal. And another one. And then we have crystal ball in F. That is kind of the lowest. Another one. And then we even have a tempura. you know, for this more like Indian vibe. You know, and I don't need to go into all the sounds right now. Maybe let's just use it the way that it's intended, to just jam. So maybe I start with some water sounds. And then maybe putting crystal drone, maybe this one. And then maybe having a nice pad. So the pads are more like harmonious chord progressions. Right? The drones are more like single notes. And the pads are in a higher register and frequency range, adding a lot more feeling and emotions and warmth, and magic. So we have this. And then if we wanted to, we can add some nature sounds. And here's some really nice flute phrases. We have like an English flute. And those ones are the only ones that are not intended to be played as a loop. So if I go into it, it's not looped, right? So it just stops at some point. Yeah, and in general, less is more, you know, so we could just leave it like that. Let's check out the kalimba. Putting another pad, maybe. And then you can see each of the channel has an audio effect rig. There's also some EQing and a little compression, just to make it sound a little tighter and a bit tidied up. And for instance, you know, you can have a filter. Filter out frequencies. Can add reverb, although there is some reverb on it already, but if I increase the volume here. And if I solo this, it's a really cool function, which is the reverb freeze, which allows for the reverb tail to be frozen. So even if I turn this off now, you know, you still have the frozen reverb tail, which is beautiful just as a drone. Right, so now we have this element in the background, almost like its own pad. And then if we go back, then it slowly fades out. Right, so this is awesome. And also can add some delay, some feedback. Make the reverb a little shorter. And then the good old fade to gray. Fade it out. Right? And while it's still fading out, I could bring in a new melody. Those are some dreamy melodies. And also this is inspired by like really classical meditation music, but it's a bit more specialized because of the tuning. And yeah, the idea is, you know, just for you to try it out and play around with it. You need at least Ableton 10 for it to work. I will do a version for 9 soon, but for now it's just Ableton 10 and 11. And then the next video I will show you how you can actually create a journey, like record it and arrange it. This was just to give you like a little idea, little demonstration for the template. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you again for supporting me and being on this journey together. And I see you in the next video.